I'm still going to rejam this ace queen suited. Like, you know, some people are going to be like, you can't rejam this hand on the bubble and you're a punter. And I'm just be like, yeah, fine, fair enough, I call. Like, I admit it. Like, I'm a punter. It's fine. Let's hold. Come on. Man, things are happening today. People getting hurt. People getting touched up a little bit. All right, so I limp the small blind. I get, you know, isolated, and I have Jack 10. So I'm gonna call. Although I don't think limp 3-betting this is like bad. I think it's like defensible for sure. And obviously we're gonna turn c-bet this ace king. I'm gonna bluff here. And I got 3-bet here, and I called. So I'm gonna keep calling. And here, I mean, like I do expect like a, you know, not all, but like a reasonable amount of queen X to fold the turn. I also expect some of it to lead the river, so. Obviously it's not impossible for this player to have a queen. The player could certainly still have one, but I think my hand is just too hard to check. And my opponent does have a queen, so I lose. Which sucks. But I think my assumptions are reasonable. We wanted to see the ace of spades. Ace of spades would have been a very good river. That was not it. And there goes the tournament. All right, let's play it again. Right, one more time, can't hurt. All right. All right, I'm gonna check call the flop. I did flat this pre-flop because it's a KO and I don't think I fold equity with deuces, so I didn't jam. And here, check flop, check turn. Obviously my opponent can have king X. Going to still check call the turn with my ace high hand though. It's actually a really hard ace X hand to fold because I unblock all the bluffs. Like I unblock queen jack, queen 10, jack 10, diamonds, etc. Doesn't feel like people bluff here a lot though. Kind of feels like one of the spots people give up. It's calling a model. I'm just debating whether or not I think he'd actually bluff with queen jack. Mostly I think the turn range is just weak enough. Yeah, fuck, I suck. Basically, like I thought, I ultimately ended up thinking that like the betting range when check 2 twice would be like much wider than the Broadway hands potentially, and if that's true, then it gets harder to fold the river. So basically, if there's no discipline in the turn betting range, then my river call is going to be better. And it's an easy spot for the in-position player to lack discipline in the betting range. And they all got... Good luck us. We are raise calling ace-7 suited against the very standard 6-5 offsuit re-steal. Of course, how could my opponent have done anything different? And we're re-stealing ace-queen. We're 4-bet jamming button versus small blind ace-queen, which I think is very standard. I mean, this sounds kind of weak, but like you could call it a journal, all right? And like it's and I write in that as well, and that's more for like kind of like more tactical things, like kind of day-to-day fixes, things that like are going to be relevant to me or my businesses or whatever. And that's like the system I have for taking notes. I know that a lot of people like want to carve up the books, and I think that's a great way to do it. It's not my way of doing it, but I know that a lot of people, like that way of doing it. Good call here. Obviously I'll double barrel here fairly often. This hand doesn't really do anything except for bet very well in this situation, I don't believe. Sucks. Sorry. I potted the flop here, and I'm going to double barrel this ace-king on the turn. That sucks. Kind of have to be like, you have to be a little bit arrogant and have, you know, something a little bit wrong with you. Otherwise, you know, you can't reg a 5K with 26 people in it or something. So it just won't work. If you just thought everybody was better than you, you'd never press the register button. Unless you were stupid. Or playing for fun. And you couldn't play for a living that way, right? So fuck. No clue what the right bet size is. No clue if I'm supposed to just like pure check this hand. Obviously difficult spot to be like actually bluffing. I don't feel like betting small fixes the problem, so. Obviously, like I would expect it to be a high frequency check, but I don't expect it to be pure. And if it is pure, then it is fucked up. But I kind of doubt that. I feel like Jacks has to bet a lot, and they're gonna support it with some other hands. So I jammed Jack 10 suited here for 15 again. Seems fine. Got to win that flip, and we don't. So we're back to re-entering again. Fuck. All right, King 5 suited. Flushy quads with the sub. Holy shit. Getting it rolling. Let's go, baby. Music's good today. We're going to fucking kick some ass, guys. Woo! Good luck, us. Obviously, like we're calling here. There's, you know, not a lot of money behind for villain, and like I didn't even do the math. Like there's just not a lot behind, and he's got a KO on his head, so we fucking call. Like I'll be honest, that was the thought process. Oh shit. All right, I think we're gonna call. Dead. Pretty good. I'll bet this hand a lot, but not always. Maybe I'm supposed to pure C bet this flop. Seems close. It's a pretty good hand to check back a flop, be able to call this turn with, though. Guess he's gonna jam. Told you. If to run out he's over bluffing, then, you know, good for him. Re-stealing 8s, pretty standard. I think my fold there is like probably an overfold. So, I mean, if he's over bluffing, he's making money. All right, good luck, us. That's a bad flop. All right, so when I left, I said, bullshit sales thing, go to rangeconverter.com. Range Converter is the backbone of my pre-flop strategy. I get all of my pre-flop charts and everything from them, so it's not bullshit, but it's, I say it a lot, so, you know. And, oh my Lanta, what a good turn. Could be fucked though. It's a river where, like, when he jams, you feel sick to your stomach because it takes out a lot of bluffs. I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna call. Didn't expect to win, being honest. I'm not sure that value bet to that sizing is good either, but maybe it's better than I think. Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's BBZ here, and we've got a new video on BBZstaking.com introducing you to quantitative strategies, okay? So what the video is going to do is it's going to teach you how to calculate an MDF. It's going to teach you how to estimate your fold frequency on the river. It's going to teach you about geometric progression, and I'm going to reinforce those principles using solvers, so some of the strongest technology that's available today for solving poker problems, and, you know, solidifying these strategies in your mind. These are very important strategies for people who are beginners. It's designed as a video for people who don't know a lot about no limit hold'em or who aren't really adept at these quantitative strategies. So with that, thanks very much for checking this video out, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Doesn't feel like it, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't think I can fold here with 2 KOs. Holy shit, that's a good spot for 4s, guys. Oh my gosh, what a good spot for 4s. All right, jamming ace queen off. Good luck, us. Oh, fuck. My bad. Because I fucked up the, oops, shit. Patience. Alright, so we rejammed ace-9 on like 10-8 suited, I think. And lost. And bubbled. Alright, we're also sweating this here. King-9 suited against pocket 5s. Got him. Obviously, villain's gonna have a 5 sometimes. Don't think I can fold this hand. I think I'm gonna have 33%, like, way too often. It feels like I opened, I mean, I was paying more attention to 3-bet pop. I'm pretty sure I opened, this guy flatted. And then I check flop, which I think is standard, and I'm check raising, which I think is reasonable. Queens against 4s, let's hold. There we go. I think this is close. It's possible I'm chopping. I mean, it's not really possible I'm chopping. I'm gonna open aces, pretty easy one. And I just made an annoying fold with 8s here, which is annoying. So, you know, sucks. I think you could do something other than fold, but I think folding's fine. It's like where I folded the 8s, we were up against aces and ace-king, so that's not the greatest situation to try to get your money in. Probably gonna play queens. Probably not gonna fold. All right. Nice. I got into a spot. I mean, like I timed out. I was gonna jam this. It's really close. It doesn't matter. Like it's worth very close to 0 EV. I was gonna jam based on the way that I perceive the player's RFI to be at the moment, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, gotta win a flip. That's not a good start. Need a 5. Brick. Gotta get there. Fuck. When there's a question about like why don't you use labels, if someone does something really stupid, I'll note it. Outside of that, if I get into a spot where I think it's relevant, I'm gonna check a HUD, my database on the player. And I don't think that like some one-off note about a spot where like my opponent's probably supposed to be mixing anyways is like very often relevant. So this is an interesting spot where like I wouldn't really fold here, but kind of worried that this like range is getting really strong. Like it seems really silly to be like isolating me aggressively in this situation, but like I'm not supposed to limp fold this hand normally. It's just about like whether or not this range gets so strong because it's a bubble that like I can start to fold, but. Could just jam with kings, that'd be cool. Could still just jam with kings. Oh my god, that's so brutal. That's so brutal. Oh shit. This is like the perfect flop to lose a lot of money on. Oh, fuck. We're gonna call. Don't think we should do much else. We're gonna call again. Feeling kind of fucked though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's not a lot of hands that even the flop bet. There's not a lot of hands that I'm like ahead of that bet the flop to that sizing. And like, I'm pretty much drawing, but I have a lot of drawing power with this hand. So that ain't it. That ain't it. It's actually like I think the river range is what like in isolation. Do I think this player could bluff enough on the river? Yeah, I do. But like I actually don't think the turn betting range is weak enough. So I'm gonna hero fold. I know people are going to look at this and be like, what the fuck, dude? It's just like, don't think so. How many tables are up? 2. 2. Because we got crushed. I re-entered all the 1Ks to max. I re-entered all the 500s to max. And we got dicked blind versus blind with bottom 2 pair versus top 2 pair on the bubble of this game that's left for like infinite. And yeah, that's what happened. Pretty sure this hand still goes in, particularly with like how wide this raise calling range is going to look. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure. All right, so we rejammed the king queen suited, didn't work. I'm still gonna rejam this ace queen suited. Like, you know, some people are gonna be like, you can't rejam this hand on the bubble and you're a punter, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, fine, fair enough, I call. Like, I admit it. Like, I'm a punter. It's fine. Let's hold. Come on. Yes. All right, I might be a punter, but I'm a punter with more chips instead of a punter with less chips. So, yes. That's what, by the way, the way that the fact that he called with like 10-8 suited, it speaks to why like it's such a punt to run that hand on the bubble. If you're looking for like lower volatility, then you need smaller fields. So either like sit and goes, cash games, or you know, like whatever website is going to give you whatever website is going to give you I'm trying to think if I did this right or if I fucked this up. I'm pretty sure checking this hand's fine. If I came to party, I would probably take this line with like a king 8 or an ace 8 or something sometimes. Probably more king 8 than ace 8. So not very often, but that's okay. Don't have to do it very often. All right, what do you guys think? It's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. Oh shit. Heard you, man. Yeah. I could not do this. Alright, we're gonna re-steal these 7s. Don't really think that there's much of another way to play this hand with 20 bigs, so good luck us. Alright, gotta win a flip. And that's the bad start to a flip. Jeej. Sorry guys for the anticlimactic finish so shortly after you guys got kind of screwed with the table view. Alright guys, thanks very much for hanging out today, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.